Hey, this is Scott Jones. Coming from work, moved by the Spirit again. It's officially a habit. Wanted to talk about Deshaun Watson. He's been in the news lately, at least in the sports news. And my opinion on the situation. I think they need to leave Deshaun Watson alone. There's two problems I have with this. One is we know what goes on in the massage community, at least the dark side of it. You heard of the term of happy ending, and we don't have to get too graphic, but we know that implies that the masseuse, if it's a woman or if it's a man, I don't know what goes on. If she gives you a massage, you pay her for the massage, and then there's other things that go on that she gets paid for that's against the law. A lot of these women in this culture, in this 21st century culture, is something going around called secure the bag. That attitude, which is nothing more than materialism. I mean, it's always been here. But a lot of these ladies know that these NFL players are vulnerable because of the NFL system, and we'll get to that. I don't think it's out of the ballpark to suggest that these women could just be lying. And this is what I mean. I suspect that Deshaun Watson didn't go in there just doing overt sexual things without no, how can I put this, guarantee that it would be received. And this is what I mean. I believe that there was an understanding that, I get the massage, then I get the extra stuff. I believe money was exchanged. I believe that these girls felt like they wasn't getting enough money. And when Deshaun Watson basically said, hey, I'm paying you what I pay you, I'm not going to pay you no more, I believe they got mad. And I believe they came up with a scheme to say, hey, let's just say he came in sexually harassing us and stuff. We know that he's an NFL player. We know that they'll suspend him. They'll come down on him. Maybe we can get some money out of him. I believe that's what happened. I don't think that there was nothing close to sexual assault going on here. I'll say that. I think the ladies were willing participants in this sexual, seedy house of cards. I mean, this stuff goes on in the subculture of massage therapy here in the United States. You can go to any major city, and the police, the vice people tell you that they bust massage parlors where the girls are getting beyond the law. I'll say that without trying to be graphic. I believe Deshaun Watson was involved in this. And I'm not saying the man's a saint. I don't think he had no business doing it. But I think these ladies knew full well what they was doing. And I believe they were paid for it. And when they felt like they wasn't paid enough, they went to some lawyers to try to come up with a scheme to blackmail this man. I think people just need to leave him alone. And, you got the fans chanting stuff about him. But this is the reality of it. Half the guys in that football stadium that's booing and talking about Deshaun Watson, half of them that either cheated on their wives or been thinking about it. Half of them have probably been to massage therapists and something other than a massage was going on. So they're hypocrites. I think they just need to leave the man alone. And something else I have a problem with is just the NFL system. Now, you name any place in the country other than maybe being a police officer or a doctor where you can just be charged with something, right? Or not even charged. Let's just say they're talking about you did it, and you can just get suspended. I believe these NFL players have signed over their constitutional rights. They're getting suspended for stuff that has nothing to do with football, okay? Before they're even found guilty. If a man's playing in the NFL and he's found guilty of a crime and he goes to jail, he's not going to be able to perform his job as a football player anyway. Why are you taking his livelihood before he is even found guilty in a court of law? And they talking about the shield and it's a privilege. Well, the Shield, the NFL, does not trump the United States Constitution. And I don't want to hear about no Shield, because it's them boys out there on the field, many of them Afro-American, who's making that league money. So don't tell me about no privilege. No, the privilege is that a bunch of owners, most of them Caucasian men, some of them probably racist, get to sit on their hind ends while black men, mostly black men, go out there and risk concussions to bring them money and sell a bunch of starter jackets and NFL products. And then in exchange, these boys ain't got no protection in terms of job security when they get accused of something. Something that we don't even know is true or false yet. And you just suspend them for them games. It's already bad enough that the contracts are not guaranteed. You look at the NBA and the Major League Baseball, you don't hear this type of stuff because the union stood up a long time ago. I think the NFL union needs to look at what's going on. You don't need no arbitrator or nothing, because the truth is, as long as you ain't done nothing to violate the rules of that game, that league shouldn't have no power to suspend you. What happened with Michael Vick, that should have been Michael Vick's business in terms of the court. The NFL shouldn't have been able to just suspend that man, keep that man from earning his money. You can be working at McDonald's and accused of something. You can be charged with it, fighting the case. And McDonald's ain't gonna fire you. You're gonna keep working there unless you do something to violate their rules or you go to jail and you can't work there no way. But in the NFL, you're guilty until proven innocent because they punish you. If you're an NFL player, a woman can just come out and lie on you. Just lie. If that lie goes public and the commissioner gets nervous, he can just suspend you. Even though the facts have not been investigated and that woman's lying through her teeth. NFL players, y'all need to stand up. Because y'all looking like some field hands right now. Master crack that whip, mess over you. I don't care if you is getting millions of dollars. Look at your kids looking at you. Man, y'all looking like some field hands, brother. Only thing missing is the cream of wheat. I need to go out to the field with the cream of wheat and the mint juleps. Because that's how they doing you right now. Deshaun Watson, my understanding is that he settled the cases with some of these girls. And that he said he stood by his innocence. And they getting on him about that. The man probably just settled the stuff just to get it out the way. And that's what's sad. That people can be blackmailed like that and held up like that. We need to do something about that. You guys need to leave Deshaun Watson alone. Well, this is Scott Jones. Talk to you later.